This video is made to illustrate the functionalities of some registers that are commonly used when writing a program in the assembly language MIPS. So let's start with the register V0. This register is used to determine what kind of function you want. Let's say, for example, you want to print an integer, or read an integer, print a string, read a string. So each function has a value stored in V0. So you assign V0 to a value, to a specific value to print an integer. You assign it to another specific value to print a string. Another important register, which is A0. This register is used to pass the argument of the function. What do I mean by that? Let's say if we want the function print a string, for example, we assign first the specific value for printing a string to V0. Then we pass the string we want to print to A0 so that we can print it. Let's move to some other registers. Let's say, for example, the temporary registers, and we have 9 registers of that, from T0 to T9. These are registers used to save values, and we have other kind of registers. They are temporarily and saved across functions, which are the S0 to register S7. And we have a special registers reserved for the value 0, which is the register 0, or we can write it in another form like this. This registers has a value of 0. It cannot be changed like these temporary registers. So this is the illustration I want to make. I hope this is clear, and we will move now to an example. Let's say, for example, we want to print the number 40. We first assign the number 40 to one of the temporary register, and we can do that by this way. For example, using the add immediate using the add instruction. We store the value 40 in, let's say, T0, and we actually we have to use the add immediate, because we want to have a constant. So the immediate is used when we want to add a register with a constant. This register where I want to store my value, and we want to add this register with 40. So we start by, let's say, the register 0, or we can say also the same register T0, because it has a default value which is 0, and we have this our constant value 40. So now 40 will be added to T0, which is by default 0, and then the result of that will be stored in T0. Now we want to the function that we want is printing this integer. So we say load immediate. We go back to the V0 register, and we give it the specific value for printing an integer, which is 1. And now we load the address, or let's say we pass the argument to A0 by loading the address of the register T0, which has the value we want to print. So the register A0, we give it the argument, which is the register that has the value T0. Now after doing this, we have to end our code with this statement, syscall, and save our program. Now we assemble this file to see if we have some mistakes or everything is good. Well, we go from the edit window to execute window, so everything is good. Now we run our program, and let's see, we are expecting, of course, to have the value 40 printed here down. So let's run, and as expected, we have the value we wanted to print. Thank you for listening.